Thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I love you guys so much. And so I asked you guys to ask me questions to answer 3 months ago. I said I'd do the Q&A like, when was that? It was around August 2024. BB is before Baltazar. That's how we divide the year now. Right now it's AB after Baltazar. And ever since that time, I don't think I've posted a video without seeing a comment about the Q&A. So here it is. Let's answer the question. So Abena says, are you and Blue Beatrice an item? Guys, it's been like what, 3 years now? Answer honestly, we don't want a Kwesiata and a few other kind of situation in the future. We are not an item. And I think Blue Beatrice is an item with somebody else right now. I think she stopped posting on YouTube because she got demonetized for some nonsense. They're demonetizing people for fake views, but the people hadn't bought fake views. So many people were hit by that thing. I wasn't hit by it, thank God. But yeah, I think she stopped posting because of that. But no, we are not an item. No, please. We used to hang out a lot back then. I think the last time we went to watch The Woman King together, around when it came out, when I made my video on The Woman King. Last time I saw her in person was a year ago. I went to her birthday party. I think somebody dared someone to kiss somebody or something like that, some weird thing. But were we an item? That's not a question you asked, so I'll answer it. And you can't ask that anymore. I've closed the door on that, and you can't ask any questions. So Kofi asked, question, is your visa ready? I know like right now, almost everybody's secretly doing some visa things, but I haven't done any. I haven't bought visa form. I don't even know what the forms look like. I've not seen visa forms before in my life. I know you guys will think I'm being sarcastic, but like I'm being serious. So yeah, my visa can't be ready because I haven't begun the process. But you guys, is your visa ready? Let me know in the comments below, because I know you're doing it. I know you have bought the form. You're doing the process. You say it. One day we'll see you have taken pictures from that side. We know. But if you're doing it, more power to you, and hurry up, because when Donald Trump is president, when he comes in January, you might not be able to go. So hurry up and do it, please. I mean, if you do it and go, God, they might still bring you back. Unless you're not going to America. Some of you are going some style, you are doing some things and passing some places and things like that. They'll bring you back, you see. I don't mean that you will go and they'll not bring you back in Jesus' name. Not that my prayer will help you, because I just looked at some girls outside, so my prayer will not work right now. But pray, go to Alpha Hour and pray. Connect yourself with the visa in the chat. It will work. 22 Miles says, is YouTube your full-time job, and is this something you consider doing in the future? No, YouTube is not my full-time job. By the way, YouTube is, you're kind of working full-time hours on it anyway, but it's not like my full-time, it's not like the only thing I do. But there have been times where it's the main thing I'm focusing on, and then sometimes something else comes up and I have to focus on that. So yeah, that's how my life is. Will I consider doing it full-time in the future? Yeah, of course. But like, I don't think, for me, I don't think there'll ever be a point in my life where I'm doing one thing. I get bored very easily if I'm doing one thing too much. I don't have ADHD. I've been thinking about it recently, like, do I have that thing? I don't think I have it. I hope not, in the name of Jesus. But when it comes to like work, I am kind of like that. I can't do one thing. I can't do it. I have to have multiple things happening at the same time, or else I'll be bored, and then I can't do it. But with the way YouTube is, when you get to a certain point, you don't have to work full-time, but you can make full-time money. I'm not there yet. People who don't post videos for a long time, but they still make money from their old videos. That's the nature of the job, which is why they advise people to do evergreen content sometimes. If let's say you do news content, then maybe you can't do that. But even then, like if you have a big enough, if you get a big enough audience, you can eat off the thing for like, I'll say like 2 to 3 months and not post a video, but you have to come back. I have like, how many videos do I have now? 350 something, 353. A lot of my videos are, I would say, they're evergreen. I don't like them. Like when I watch them, I don't like my personality in the old videos anymore. So like sometimes I hope people won't see it, but what do I care? Like my video on Pastor Toby, almost every 2 months it has a spike in views. I don't know what happens, but when I dubbed it first, it got like, let's say after a year, it had like 12k views. Then a couple of months ago, it just went to like 50k views, and that's what I'm filming right now. Like I'm seeing it again. I'm seeing comments on it and it's picking up again. So like, I think there'll be a point where like I wouldn't have to do it full time, but I'm not there yet at all. With the old Nollywood, Gollywood movie videos, those kind of videos, I think people would be watching it for years to come. Like new people will be finding it because you guys love them, but they haven't hit a wider audience yet. When they do, I wouldn't have to work full time. Hopefully, God, I'm praying. Forgive me for looking at the girls outside, please. Let's see happy. I think I got another question about like work. I think. Let me see. Yeah, Aduma the crocheter asked me, do you have a 95 aside YouTube? No, I don't have a 95. I can't do it. I'm not built like that. Like I did it like twice. I had 95 twice or like 3 times, but I just couldn't do it. If I have to sit down at a certain place from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock every single day, I would shoot myself. And I'm not even joking. I knew this from way back, like when I was in school, and I was very arrogant about it, like very adamant about it. There are times where I didn't have any money at all. Like I'll have no money for a long time, but I didn't care. Like I'm not the kind of person that thrives in stability. If I had to do a 9 to 5, it has to be something like if I was a medical doctor and like I was doing surgery, his blood pressure is dropping, give me 10 milligrams of Coca-Cola, that kind of thing. So I guess like I could do it. It depends on the kind of 9 to 5, but I can't do like an administrative job. I can't like fill forms. Whenever I go to the bank, and I make it a point to be nice at the bank, and I know like people who do like the bank job, some of them might enjoy it. That's a lie. None of them enjoy it. None of them enjoy that job. Nobody enjoys that job at all. They know, because I could never do it. So yeah. So now I don't have a 9 to 5. But as I was saying before, because I like to jump from thing to thing, I'm working like 5 to 9. Abuna, again, you are really smart and funny without trying. Oh, thank you. Oh, stop it. Stop that. Stop what you're doing. Stop that. Stop it. Which of your parents did you get it from? I don't think it's any particular one of them. Like everybody in my family is funny in some particular way. Like they're sitcom type of funny. They're not trying to be, but they have a certain behavior or some kind of weird thing about them that makes them funny, but they don't know it. And that's what makes it funny. Like I have an uncle who, his thing is that whenever he meets you, he wants to plan your life, right? So like whenever he sees you, he's like, so we're going to do this, we're going to do that, you're going to get a job over here, you're going to you get a haircut, okay? Cut your hair, then you do this, you do that, you do that. And then after all the planning, he'll just ghost you. And the very first time when he does it, you think that he's serious. But the 15th time when you see him again and he wants to plan your life again, you can't help but laugh. I would say my dad is a person who was more like socially funny. Like my dad is a regular guy, normal person. Right? He didn't have any sitcom things. I think he liked to eat fish eyes because he said they had some nutrients or something like that. So to this day, I eat fish eyes. I'll plug the fish eyes. The first thing I'll eat on the fish is the eyes. But aside that, he was a regular guy, but he would like try to make jokes, that kind of thing. So maybe him. But my mom is also funny in another way where like she's very paranoid. She's afraid of everything. So like one time when I wanted to go to Mall Day. You guys remember that thing? They used to do Accra Mall Day, and the whole place is packed with like little children just over there wearing with very terrible fashion sense and just being over there because it was 26th of December. Yeah, so like you just go there and just be at the mall and we'll just be there. Of course, a lot of sinful things were going on around, people doing all kinds of bad things and going home to do all kinds of bad things, all kinds of evil things. So one day I wanted to go for the mall day, and my mom would like very seriously with a straight face said that you can't go because all the drivers on the road are drunk because it's Christmas. They're all drunk. You get an accident, so you can't go. And like the thing that made it funny and frustrating is that she believes it. Like she's that paranoid. There's one time where I didn't come home from school early and my mom was going to announce on the radio station that I was missing. And it's not I left school around like 2 or 3 and there's traffic, right? Like Spintex Road at that time. Like right now there's traffic on Spintex Road and the road is better. But back then it was just like completely crazy. Back then you could be in traffic for like 3-4 hours. Crazy times. And if I hadn't come early, she would have gone to do it. She would have gone to announce already that I was missing. And that's the kind of environment I grew up in. I grew up in a lot of different places too. So you kind of pick things from everybody and then friends. My mom is also very, very Christian. Like Christian in a way where everything that happens, like the whole Bible thing of everything that happens for a reason. My mom takes that thing to like 100. Like no matter what happens, she will find a way to logically make it make sense to you that why it should happen. Like you tell her that something bad has happened, I've lost this or something's happened, and she'll tell you that maybe God was trying to save you from something. And I'm like, how is God trying to save me from something? My passport is missing. What could possibly be the reason right now? And that's something that happened. My passport got missing because I took it somewhere. I don't know why. I just put it in my bag and then my bag got stolen. And after shouting my head off, she said, maybe God is trying to save you from something or teach you something. Like, is God trying to show me how corrupt the passport system is because I had to go and do another passport with all kinds of corruption? Is that what God is trying to show me? How to navigate the corruption in the country? Like, one of the funniest things my dad told me was, don't keep your rabbits with a man whose wife knows how to make good soup. And it was from a true story where he had these animals. He had like grass cutters and he kept it with the man, but the man's wife was a great cook. And so by the time he went there, the grass cutters were all dead. It's a funny thing he said, but that's true, and it can go for many, many other things in life. In general, we all have family members like that. We all pick our sense of humor from family. I have seen families where the people are not funny at all. Like they're just regular people, like very straight. people. And it's always sad to me. These families where everybody's normal because they all made good decisions in life, and so nobody's interesting. But those people have better lives, I think, because they have normal lives. Everything is normal. They don't have any weird like sense of the world. They see everything as regular, so like they do everything regularly, and like they have a quiet life and they live, you know, normal things. I didn't have that. My everything was crazy. Like I've not had a normal life in any way, like from that time to now. Everybody around me is crazy in some way. Martin asks, first question, tell us about her. We want the full story. You're talking about my backup singer. She's not here right now. And so we were friends for a long time. At some point we became best friends. You know how this goes. And then a little bit later we became best friends for life. Fast forward a couple of years, and now I have this, the Ordinary. It's a toning cream. It has glycolic acid, 7%. Toning solution, pH 3.6. Is this thing burning my face? 3.6 is kind of low. I'm using this Nivea shower gel now. I've stopped using the key soap. There's this other thing too. They call it, it's extracts body care. It's a body scrub. It has some dust thing inside, and it smells really nice. I use it because it smells really, really nice. But it's like exfoliating, whatever that is. Yeah, and then I use this thing now. They say it's exfoliating gloves. It's better than a sponge or something. So I wear this thing now to bath. This is a new one. I've not used this one yet. But the one I'm using right now is over there. But yeah, this is why you need a woman in your life, guys. But yeah, it feels really nice too. Like it's not like very hard like the one we used, but it's also like not. It's you know, it is good. It's good. It's a very good thing that I'm using now. And then my favorite of all the products that I'm using now is this amazing thing called Febreze. This thing, magic. Okay, listen. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what the smell is on anything you have. If you spray this thing on it, it will smell brand new. I don't know how it works. I read about Febreze in the book The Power of Habits, where they try to find the best way to market it, because before they were marketing it as a stain remover and a smell remover. But then they realized they did this research where they had like cameras in people's houses and they saw how they use the products, and then they realized that people were spraying it. Before you're supposed to use it to wash so that it will make everything smell fresh, brand new. But they realized people were using it after they had washed. So then they decided to market it like that. So now they market it as a fabric refresher. And this thing is magic. All of you who don't like to wash, buy this thing, okay? Just spray like this 1, 2, 3. Now you can take it anywhere. Nobody. People will say, "Hey, this your shirt is it new?" I'm telling you, Febreze. They're not paying me by the way, but like, I love this thing. It's crazy. I use it once a month so that it won't finish. I have to look for some. I have to go and look for some. I'm sure they'll have some around. Yeah, I'm sure they have some. And this is why men and women need each other. You understand? Because a lot of the things that I know now, I didn't know before. A lot of these things, I didn't know they were using these things. What is this toning thing? My skin is great, I think. Alright, Freezy asks, what's your creation process? Do you react in real time to movie scenes, or you watch the full thing after and there's something like laugh here in the script? So before when I began YouTube, I used to do that. I used to have like everything used to be word for word. Right? I used to script everything word for word. Now I don't really do that. I still script. So yeah, in the movie videos, I would watch the movie and write the scripts. I'll write everything I want to say. And then if something makes me laugh in the moment, I'll write that down. I'll write the laugh thing. But then when I'm shooting the video, I'll watch it again. And if it made me laugh before, it will make me laugh again. And then because I don't want to like fake laugh. We used to fake laugh, but back then we used to do a lot of fake laughter in the videos. And at this point, I think I've gotten good at it to the point where I can fake laugh and you will not tell. I don't know. But if you watch my old videos, you probably can tell sometimes that I'm fake laughing. I was also very shy, so maybe I wasn't fake laughing. Even if I was real laughing, it would have come off as shy. But yeah, with the movies, it's a combination of like scripted. I'll script some of the things I want to say, and then I also watch the movie and react. So yeah, there are parts that are scripted, like the intros. A lot of the intros are scripted because I want to like hook the people, you know. And then I watch it again unscripted, and then some ideas will just come on the spots. And I think because I was streaming a lot last year, it really helped me with talking on the spots, because before I couldn't do that. If it's a music type of video, it will be mostly scripted with like unscripted moments. And then if it's a trending like news type of thing, I just free flow. I don't script, because with those ones I need to make the video quickly and I can't like script the whole thing and then I can't say it. I just come and I just do it. So Ivy asks, congratulations, thank you. How do you deal with copyrights? It's one of the most annoying parts of this thing, is dealing with copyrights. Sometimes I upload a video like 25 times. The Young Famous and African, I uploaded it like 20 something times. Twilight 20 something times. The longest, the Tyler Perry video I did It was like 1 hour and 15 minutes or like 20 minutes even, and I had to cut it down so much because of copyright. So yeah, that's how you do it. You just keep editing it until the system doesn't detect it. The Twilight one, when I finally was able to upload it, they came and tried to like block it again, but I fought it. They didn't block it, but they claimed it. The copyright claimed it, so I couldn't monetize it, but I fought it and it won. Like in YouTube, there's a thing where you can appeal, and then they'll send the copyright strike to the owner of the content, and then they'll say, this person says their video is under fair use. Fair use allows you to use copyrighted content without permission for the sake of review, commentary, education, stuff like that. So even like the law exists to protect the media. So like on television, they can use certain videos from certain copyrighted content to report the news or to give a review, right? That's what it was made for. But YouTube doesn't want the liability on them, so they put it on the creators. They'll say, this person said their videos under fair use. What do you think? And then what do you think they'll say? They'll not agree. So after that, YouTube will say, okay, this person said your video is not fair use, and they're going to take your money. So what will you do? You can escalate it. Is that a term? You can do a thing where if they decide to, if the other person still disagrees, you go to court. Now, if I do that, if I say, okay, I'm willing to go to court, HBO or Disney Plus is not going to come to Ghana and go to court with me who has 10,000 subscribers. They're not going to do that. So they just let it go sometimes. But sometimes they might go to court. Like it happens. But then like, even with that, there have been YouTubers who have gone to court and won. So there's precedence for that. So like, it just the money is, a lot of us don't have the money to go to court. So I've done that twice. I made a video on House of the Dragon. That one too got claimed. I fought it and like they let it go. So yeah, I've done that twice and it has worked because a big company is not going to come to go to court with me for what's like, it's not going to happen. So yeah, that's how I do it. I think a general rule is that if the video is like, if the music or the movie or whatever you're using is like 6 seconds long, they won't detect it. But then if they detect it, you just cut it and keep cutting it and make sure that you don't lose the content or the context of the clip until you have your thing and you can put it up. You can also like put things over the video so that they don't detect the video. You can also
pitch the audio up
or pitch it down.
If you watch Emotion Controller's reviews, you hear that at some point in the music, he has like filtered it out, and so you can't hear. It's like he has removed the high frequencies, and all of that is to fight the copyrights. But then with YouTube, you never know. The video can be there for 1 year, and then all of a sudden you get a copyright. Something is. It's something we just have to deal with, but it's very annoying. AMW 11210 asks, how much do you make on YouTube per month? And this question goes with another question that 22 Miles asked. What's your biggest paycheck on YouTube? Okay. All right, so let's see analytics. Let me go to revenue and see the video that I've made the most money on. Data isn't available before May 19th. Okay, I don't know why. But if you come down over here, you will see that I will never ever talk about money on my channel, ever. You will never hear me say how much money I made from this or how much money I made from that, ever. My very second video when I began YouTube was complaining about monetization and this very thing of people asking how much money did you make, how much money did that person make. And listen, I get it. A lot of people want to know like the potential, they want motivation. That's fine. I won't give it to you though. As far as you guys and I are concerned over here, I'm broke. Okay, I'm flat. I don't have any money. I'm poor. I will say this though. If you look at my channel, you would think that the video with the highest views on my channel made the most money, but it's not like that. It's crazy. Okay, there's a video with lesser views, but because of where the viewers came from, the money was surprising. I don't lie to you. I was like, what? This is not possible. But that's how YouTube is. Like, it's the reason why I don't like this thing. You know, like in 2021, when there was this huge popularity in like YouTube channels in Ghana and everybody was doing a YouTube channel, because a lot of them are doing it because somebody told them, you can make this amount of money on YouTube and you can make that amount of money on YouTube. And yes, you can. You definitely can make a lot of money on YouTube. But most people in 2021 who began with that idea were very disappointed. And don't get me wrong, doing YouTube for money is completely fine. Don't let anybody tell you that you're doing it for money and so it's not real. None of that listen, we all need money to do things. But I just won't put how much money I made out there ever. Like, no matter what. Unless it has to kidnap me to do it. I'll never make one of these videos like how much YouTube pay me for 10,000 subscribers, how much it... I watch those videos a lot, but I think like the YouTubers who make those videos, and you know, those videos also make a lot of money because they're about money, right? I think real estate, finance, those people, they make the most amount of money on YouTube because the advertisers who pay for ads on those videos pay more money because finance, you know, it's money. If you sell a product in finance, you probably make more money than if you sell 1,000 products in something else. And so the people who make those videos, they know what they're doing. They're making those videos because those videos get a lot of views because everybody wants to see how much money somebody's making. Everybody wants to pocket watch, and those videos make a lot of money for the YouTubers. I wouldn't do it though because I just don't want that. Like a lot of the people who were saying that stuff, I wish they would show you their DMs. It's just not worth it. I'm not going to do that. So yeah, nah, that's a long-winded way to say no. I will not say how much I made. Well, hey, listen, I'm poor. Okay, as far as YouTube is concerned, I'm poor. Okay, I know that people who make a lot of money on YouTube. Okay, I know I've seen their things. I'm poor. Okay, I'm completely poor. My beef with that whole thing is a lot of people want to do it for money, and they think like they see somebody, they say like, how much money did you make? Oh, I made $10,000. I have not made that, please. But they ask that question, or you go to a YouTube event and somebody comes and says, oh, you know, I made $30,000 last year. It's so funny when I hear that shit, bro. And it's real, they did make that amount of money. But then people think, oh, okay, all I need to do to make that amount of money is drop videos. And then they drop videos. They think like that's all they need to do, drop videos and then like get views or whatever. And then they don't get it. And then they quit. And it has happened too many times because this thing, very time consuming, not as easy as it looks. It's not the hardest thing in the world. YouTubers always like to do that thing where they're like, this job is so hard. Oh my God. It's so hard being an influencer. It's not, you're not laying bricks, okay? And you're not doing surgery. It's not like that. But it's not as easy as it looks. And so most people want to do it for money and they quit. And they forget that like, part of doing it for money is sticking with it until you make the money. And a lot of people don't do that because they think they're going to like make $1,000 in that. Like, relax, okay? Yes, there are millions of dollars going around every single day to people right here in this country. Like, it's not, I'm not even talking about those people. Like, there are people who you don't even know about who are making lots of money on YouTube. We all don't start from the same place. Certain people come to YouTube with certain skills or certain resources. For instance, if somebody is making videos, travel videos, and they are traveling to like different countries, they already have money, bro. That may have been the longest answer in this whole video. I've not answered everything yet, but that already might be the longest answer. Android Gameplay says, what advice do you have for small or upcoming creators? I think I'm also one. I mean, 10,000 subscribers is great, but like, I'm still small. Don't get too caught up in money. When you first start, doing it for money is completely fine. It's not a problem, but you need to manage expectations because it might go your way, it might not. And a big part of this game is lasting longer than everybody else. If you last long and you keep improving, at some point something will happen. Like I can't explain it to you, but if you keep doing it and you keep improving, that's the most important part, by the way. If you keep doing it and keep improving, to me, it's impossible to fail. Like that is how I see it. And that's because it doesn't even have to be YouTube. Like you could acquire certain skills doing YouTube that would lead to something else. And you don't even have to do YouTube anymore, right? That's how I see it. But a more technical algorithm thing I would say is be obsessed with outlier videos. This is like a very new thing that's popular in the YouTube guru space. But it's outlier videos are videos that gain more views on a channel that has lower subscribers. So like let's say, lower average views. So let's say like if I get 2K views per video, but I drop a video that gets 50,000 views, that's an outlier video. And you don't need to copy the video as some people have done. I've had people take my video and re-upload it, and YouTube sends people, I don't understand, like people don't know this. YouTube will send you an email and say, this person has posted a video. Do you want to take it down? And of course I'll take it down if you leave the entire video. I don't mind like you know, using the video again like as commentary or stuff like that, but like bro, I hope he's watching. There's some guy who took my video, remove my face and use my voice and like put stuff over it, and then like it's so fucking stupid, bro. And then in the comments somebody said, yo, this is Let's Play's voice, and he said no, it's me. Like, are you serious? Like, get serious, bro. But when you see a channel with a video like that, you should study that video. Like, what is it about the thumbnail, the title, the way the person made the video, the editing, the hook, the intro. Like, there's something about that video that you should study. You can also make a video around the same idea. Don't fucking copy people, please. But you can, you know, put your own spin on it, right? Because to be honest, there's not that much new stuff happening. When something happens, all of us talk about the same topic. When Balthazar happens, we all talk about it. But everybody has their own spin, right? I'll make a video about it. I'll watch Headless YouTuber's video about it. If Controller makes a video, I watch Controller's video. I watch Sheldon's video about it. I watch Paradise video about Paradise. They say right now, it says some stuff. And so, like, if there's a technical advice I have for upcoming creators, like, that's a thing you should be obsessed with. Like, look at videos that have overperformed, and then study why they did so. Sometimes there isn't a real reason. Sometimes the algorithm just blesses somebody. It can happen. But, like, you know, with statistics, there's always like a trend. The numbers can go up or down, but if there's an upward trend, you should study that. And don't compare yourself to other people. It sounds like simple advice, but I know you are doing it. I know if you're a YouTuber, I know you are doing it. And I know it's hard to stop it because as human beings, comparison is natural. It's something that we have. But the problem is, it's just a waste of time. There's a right way to compare, which is like you can learn from other people. But like this comparison where like you are looking at other people's stuff and like you are feeling down about yourself, it's just a waste of time. Like, you're wasting your time. Nothing's going to happen. You can't jump in their body. You can't have anybody else's life. It's not possible. You are you, and you are the only you that's ever going to be. And you need to, it's really hard, but you need to stop, like, focus and do your thing and focus on your channel and how to grow it. You can learn from other people, collaborate, all that stuff, but focus on your team. Maria says, congrats, Leslie. Thank you so much. What's your greatest fear in life, and what have you done or putting in place to overcome it? My greatest fear in life before was to die alone. But right now, my greatest fear is to not live up to my potential. And I know that sounds corny. That sounds like some motivational stuff. But in the past year, I've like finally been able to admit to myself that I'm a very talented individual. Like, I really know how to do a lot of things very well. I'm very good at what I do. And it will be a fucking shame if I don't do everything to the fullest. I don't have to succeed at it. But like, when I go to bed, I need to know that I did my best. There are lots of things, you know, there are lots of distractions. There's a lot of things in life that can, like, you know, fuck you up and give you excuses to not do the things you have to do. But like, I think about this thing a lot. It's like, this life I have right now is the only one I will ever have as me in this body. If there's anything after this life, I don't know. If there's any world where I exist with the same consciousness I have right now, I don't know. But what I know is, what the facts I know is, I'm here right now, shooting this video right now at 5:41 p.m. right now. And I'm so lucky to be blessed with talent, you know. And a lot of people who are talented don't see like this, but like, whatever you can do, whatever thing you know how to do, is value. Like, if you can make somebody laugh, that's something people would pay for. It's value. If you can, if you have the ability to communicate certain things easily, if you can like read a book and explain something to your friends and they can understand it, that's value. If you can sing a song for people to feel calm, maybe 5 minutes in the day because they've had a crazy day and your song is making them like be able to relax, that's value. People would pay for that. But when it comes to artistic stuff, people don't see it that way. A lot of artists don't see it that way. They just think like, oh, I want to sing my song or draw my picture, and then like, hopefully somebody will, you know, like, it's not like that. Like, you're doing something very valuable to humanity. Like, if I see a picture and the picture makes me feel good, I want that feeling. I'll give you money for that feeling, you know. And it's like, it's something you should really do and try to get good at and like learn how to get it out into the world as much as possible. And it's so difficult. It's so hard. I understand this. Like, especially now in this age, it's so hard to do. But what else will you do? What else will you do? And so my biggest fear is getting to the end of life, whenever it is, and not being able to admit to myself that like I did my best, you know. There's a scene in the Simpsons movie that's so profound. It stuck with me the very first time I saw it. In the Simpsons movie, the government was about to destroy Springfield because Homer put something in the river and it caused a lot of waste and some weird stuff. And there's a guy, I think he's called CBG. He says, I've spent all my life
doing nothing but collecting comic books. And now there's only time to say,
life well spent. And it's meant to be a funny scene because you don't think he would say that about collecting comic books. But like, my biggest fear in life would be to not be able to say that, because like, you know, this whole thing about your life flashing before you when you die, it's a real thing, I think, like according to science. And so I'm guessing at that point you will see like a video of your entire life playing before you. And my biggest fear is seeing that video and not being able to stand by it, and saying, not being able to say like, I'm proud of that, I'm proud of this, like I really did this thing, I did this life thing, I did my best, you know. That's my biggest fear, and I think about it all the time. And I really hate how society works. Like, we have to make money and buy things and pay people, take care of people, and so you can't just do what you want. I wish we didn't have to do all of this. Like, we didn't have to buy food, you know. Like, you want to live your purpose, but because of the way society is, you have to sell it, you know. You have to, you can't just sing your song, you have to sell the song and market it and do all these things. And it's like, if I could, and I'll lie to you, I think about it sometimes, like, at some point I might just leave. I might leave society, go somewhere where I'll grow food and like be off the grid and just live like that. I might just do it, but even that costs money, you know. Even going off the grid costs money, and that's what makes life hard to me. Like, cause most of us, if you be honest, you're not living your purpose, and it's not your fault. It's because you have to make money, you know. If like the thing you want to do, you probably wouldn't be able to make money from it, but maybe that's what you have to do. But even the people who are preaching the gospel, bro, like they have to make money, so like they have a genuine desire to preach the gospel and they preach, but at the end of the day, you have to do the whole, if you want to support. I watch these TikTok prophets a lot, and then they do it all the time. The people will type their names and then they'll mention their name. I see you stepping into wealth, but can you drop a seed on the altar? Back in the day when TikTok came, I swear all of these people on TikTok, they were saying it's from the devil. This technology is killing the children. But now the gifts, the TikTok gifts are like offertory that you can put on the altar. You can't put money on the altar on TikTok live. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a really horrible society where like we have to make money and we can't just do what we want. A lot of the times we all like to trash the preachers who do the prosperity thing, but let's be honest, if they don't do that kind of stuff, people will not give them money, and the church needs money to do things, you know. I don't know how we got over here, but yeah, I really wish I didn't have to live in a society like this. But for someone like me, I'm very, very stubborn. I mentioned before, I'm very, very stubborn about it. So even if I don't have any money, I'm going to do what I want to do. And it's difficult sometimes, you know. It's very difficult if you don't have money, but like, yeah, I'm willing to ride it out, because at the end of my life, I want to be able to say that I lived it well, you know. Evolve with Juicy. Wait, is it Joycey? Why do I always read it as Juicy? By the way, my question to you is, would Juicy be an accurate description of yourself? Let me know in the comments below. Kindly tell us about yourself, your real full name. Why would I do that? Why would I put my real full name out there? No. I don't even think it's a big deal, but it can't be a good thing to put my full name out there on the internet like that. So yeah, my name is Leslie. What you believe in? Do you mean religious? I'm thinking you mean religious because you said in the next sentence whether or not you are saved. Yes, I'm a Christian. Am I saved? I guess, because I'm a Christian. And I know you say, oh, how come you don't know? You should know, you should be assured. But you have to admit, that whole thing is confusing, right? Because it's like, I'm supposed to be saved because I'm a Christian, but just saying you're a Christian is not enough. You have to do things, but also your actions don't determine your salvation. So, you know, you have to admit it's very confusing. And this is a debate that it's not even like a thing that I'm thinking about. I watch debates on this all the time. Some group of Christians say that God has already chosen the saved ones, the elect, and so they are the only ones going to heaven, and it's predetermined. Everybody else, they are all nonsense. Some other people say that anybody can be saved. Some people say that all of us are already saved, regardless of whether or not you accept or not. Christ died for everybody. I think that's called universalism. And I'm a Christian, so I'm guessing based on one of these ideologies, I am saved. And based on some others, I may not be. So yeah, on Judgment Day, we'll find out. Why you decided to start a channel? I just wanted a way to share my thoughts, I think. I was watching a lot of other channels of people giving their thoughts on things happening, and I was like, I can do this thing. But then before that, I was already making videos. I was making like short videos and putting them on Instagram. So like, I think that's where it came from. But in those videos, I wasn't like talking on camera, and I used to write my thoughts on the internet. What kind of content should we be expecting from you? I haven't found a new thing yet. I don't know. Like, I'm just doing the thing I'm doing now. I'm looking for a new thing. I am working on some stuff like on YouTube that you probably will not see for some time. Keeping everything on the low just to see what happens. I have been watching a lot of reality shows recently. After I made a young famous and African video, I've been watching a lot of reality shows, so I might do that. I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiancé. I think I have a video on that coming soon, so let's see how that goes. And I think a lot more. I want to see a lot more music content, but I already do that. Not as much, but like I want to do that a little bit more. And I want to talk about music a little bit more. How you came up with your style? I watched other people who are doing the same thing. 2020, all of us are locked up in the room. I was just watching a lot of YouTubers, like commentary YouTubers, and then like I just decided to do it like them. Like I used to watch Drew Gooden, and Drew Gooden is like the main one for me. But of course, over time, I've been able to, morph into my own self. Martin, again, when will you retire? I don't know. I think I'll probably retire when I'm like 35. I know all the 50-year-olds are looking at me like I'm still a teenager. I don't think I'll ever retire. Like, I don't think I'll ever, like when I get to 60, I'll stop working. I can't do it. I'm not that kind of person. I have to keep doing things as much as my body can. And even when I can't do anything anymore, I think right now I've been watching a lot of videos about grilling. Barbecue and stuff like that. I want to learn that. I don't have the thing. The grill thing is expensive. You see what I was saying about the money thing before? But I'll start using a coal pot to learn how to grill. When I'm 80-something years old, if God gives me life, and I can't do anything, I will grill. I'll grill and probably sell it. You see what I'm saying? Again, I have to sell it. It's nonsense society. But yeah, if you're talking about YouTube, yeah, like I think in like 10 years. I'll do it for 10 years and then I'll stop. I began working on some other things now. It's still in the content space, like entertainment space, but like by that time, those other things should be set up in a way where I can just move to them. So you'll still be seeing me. You'll be seeing my face everywhere. You'll be seeing a lot of me, but it probably won't be like this. It won't be here. Maybe I'll pop in every now and then. Anui Weze. I'll ask somebody. I'll ask a Nigerian friend to help me pronounce the name correctly. So the correct pronunciation will come the next in right now. He asked, will you stop replying to our comments when you become big? Please don't stop, we beg. Abuna also asked the same question. Will you stop replying to our comments when you become a big? Why? Is this something on all of your minds? No, I won't stop replying, but at some point I will not be able to reply as much as I think it's even happening now, where like right now I can't really reply as much as I used to. So like, if you realize, before I used to reply to comments like as soon as I post the video, but right now I reply maybe like a couple of hours later. I think what will happen is I will not be able to reply to every comment if like there are thousands of comments. I can't reply to every one of them. But like for the people who comment a lot, I think naturally my eyes will pick out everybody who like I've been replying to, because like sometimes we kind of chat in the comment section. I know a lot of people watch who don't comment at all, and I get it because I watch some of my favorite YouTubers. I don't leave comments, but I will never stop trying to reply. Like there'll never be a point where I'll be like, I don't want to reply. I'll not like look at the comments because I'm a big YouTuber. I like replying to comments. Like I like having conversations. I like even when people disagree, people insult me, or if you look at in my comment section, I'm usually replying, or like I like the comments. And it's not because I agree or disagree with anything they're saying. I just like, I appreciate the fact that like you're taking time out to write a thing in my video, and so I'll love the comments. And for me, like on this internet thing, I don't take anything personal, so I'll reply. Like if you insult, if you say some shit, like I'll probably reply, and to me it's nothing. Some people take it seriously. If they insult me and insult them back, they take it really seriously. Somebody told me one time that I shouldn't come to a certain country as like, you're not serious, like you're mad. It's internet, relax. Do you eat gobe? Yes, I do eat gobe. I do think it's overrated though. I know what's going to happen. Overrated, okay, completely overrated food. Watches the shit. I like it. I like eating gobe, but like it's overrated. The level at which people hype the thing is overhyped. Okay, I'm sorry. Houseworth TV asks, tell us a funny childhood story. There are lots. Let me think of one. One time, one of our teachers in primary school committed suicide. I know you said funny story. Don't worry, I'm getting to it. According to the rumors, he was owing money and couldn't pay, so he offed himself. I wonder what he would have done in this economy. But a couple of months or maybe a year and a half before the self-deletion, one time me and my friends, a lot of the boys, we went out of the school to go and play games at an internet cafe. The people who went to school with me, you remember that thing? You don't remember that thing? We all went there. They had like Euro 2008 on the machines, and they had some other games like FIFA 06 or something like that. So we all went there to play the games, and this guy came and caught us, put us in so much trouble. And there was one particular guy whose dad was very, very strict. Like every single time he got in trouble, his dad like will flip out and like do all, it just destroy his life. And as children, when somebody is in trouble, you say to them, you are dead. And when the guy caught us, we knew that this particular one guy, he was dead. So we kept saying this, that you are dead, you are dead. We were all in trouble, but we kept saying you are dead. So fast forward to the time where the guy offed himself. I came to school in the morning to hear the news and everybody was shocked, like why did he off himself? And for the boys, we had history with him because as far as we were concerned as children, he ruined our lives when he came to catch us because our parents, all kinds of, it was a very hard time for us as children. But of course, the guy is dead. So now our energy has changed. And we started remembering the whole thing. As boys, you know, laughing at each other. Oh, you were crying when he came. You were trying to run away when he came and he caught you. Right? We were all just making fun of the whole situation to remember the guy. But remember the one guy I mentioned that his father was very, very strict and his father ruined his life. He, I think he was still angry. And so while we were talking, he, out of nowhere, he said, so now who is dead? Who is dead? Is it me or him? And that's when I knew that we were fucked up and I wasn't ever going to make it in the corporate sector. I think that guy has a corporate job now, though. I hope none of his supervisors report him to his father and then die. I'm sorry, that may not be a funny story to you, but it was really, really funny to me. Like when I remember that thing, I'll never forget that thing. Why did you decide to be a content creator? I think I already answered that with Joyce's question, but like, yeah, I guess it looked fun to me and I thought I'd be good at it, you know, so yeah. Educash Official asked, I want to know how to rant in English like you, my brother. The question is, how do you do it? I don't know how to answer this question, but everybody rants about something. Maybe it's the language, and English is the language I speak the best. So yeah, I rant in English the best. But like, yeah, everybody rants. Maybe not everybody. Some people just say one or two things. But for me, I'm always ranting about things. It's the reason why I was drawn to this guy's comedy, because like a lot of his comedy, well, his podcast is like him mostly ranting about stuff. And so maybe I picked this up from there. Like, but like, I've always been a person who, like, I have anger issues about useless things. That's me. Like, when something serious is happening, I'm always calm. But when something stupid is happening, like, I have a million things to say. So I guess if I had any practical advice, it would be start complaining about things. That's not good. Complaining is not good. Don't complain about real things. Like, don't complain about your life. Don't complain about the cards you were dealt. Maybe you're poor or something. Like, don't complain about real things. Work on them. Work on your weaknesses. Don't complain about your disadvantages or all that stuff. I mean, we all complain about those things. Try not to, but complain about useless things, I think, and just do it in English as best as you can. The thing about ranting is that you don't need to be good in the language as long as people can feel the frustration, right? Because I can watch somebody rant in any language. Like there are videos of people complaining in like Spanish or something, right? And you don't know what they're saying, but you can feel it, right? That's the point of it. And just keep doing that. I love this question because it was confusing, because I've never thought about it like this. Like, I've never thought about there being a method to ranting about things. I just thought it happened. I mean, one of the things you can do is like heighten everything, right? If something is over here, like heighten it, take it to 100. Like when Dwayne Wade said he was going to allow his son to transition into a girl, there's that funny video that came out where the rapper Boosie was saying this.
Like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his fucking dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro.
I don't know if cutting the dick off is heightening. I don't know. Maybe they're going to do that surgically. I don't know. But you see, like you kind of feel, it's funny because it's like he has taken it to like the highest possible outcome, which is don't cut his dick off.
So have you been a middleman before? Like, have you helped two people to get together, or two people have broken up and you've helped them to get back together?
Yeah, multiple times. I've done this job multiple times. Ever since I was a child, I've been doing this thing. Like, I'm not even joking. I've done this too many times. So one time, one happened over here. Somebody came over here to shoot a video, and then she got a call. You're knocking the camera. You don't want me to tell the story. Somebody came over to shoot a video, and then she got a call, and then she and the guy were fighting, you know. And at that time, I couldn't do anything, but a couple of months later, I had to become the middleman again. And I'm realizing that it was you. And you know what's crazy? That day, I still have the video from that day. I lost all the videos we shot that day, but I remember I cut out that video and then I saved it and I have it. Do you want to see it?
I'm not online. I don't know. I'm in the middle of a video.
I don't know.
You look like we're listening, like, hey, Charlie, what is going on?
I don't know what to do.
Let's talk about this later.
Oh,
I think I'm in the middle of
this is sad.
I'll call you back.
Are you guys fighting? Oh my gosh. Were you fighting before you came here?
Yeah, this morning.
I was so stressed.
That doesn't sound like a fresh thing.
I'm sure I wanted to cry. Because, you know, like, my mood was so good. Then all of a sudden, like, boom.
Yeah,
Nigga.
fucked up a lot of the rest of the video, I think.
Charlie.
Let it be known, and God is my witness, I tried everything I could. I tried to save the relationship, but I couldn't. It didn't work out. It's because of you. You sport the team. You sport it. You sport the team. Emmanuel Osayodo asks, where do you live? Are you asking because you want to send me food or something? I live in this house. Over here, in this is where I live. Where you see me right now. Here's where I live. Gabriel Simon asked, where is the girl behind your videos? Where are you?
Oh, I am somewhere.
Where are you? Tell the people where you are.
I cannot disclose the area. It's like an area 51 kind of thing. So like I can't say where I am.
Yeah, it's just she's in area 51.
I said an area 51 type of thing.
Okay.
So I cannot
Okay, yeah. Some area 51 type. So Alvin asked, tell us about the school. What did I miss after them bounced me? I'm assuming you're talking about the best senior high school, not the best, the school. What did you miss? Quite a lot, I think. Quite a lot. You missed out on having to carry two white handkerchiefs on you at all times, and at any time a senior can ask you for them, and if you don't have them, they can punish you for it, even though they themselves do not have them. That's why you start learning about corruption. And I think every school there's a way you learn about corruption in every school. I think the most common one is that if a senior catches you for doing something bad, you can give them something and then they'll leave you alone. You missed out on having to do inspection every Saturday morning, and you wear like a white shirt. It's supposed to be very neat and ironed, and you're supposed to like iron the trousers with lines going all the way down. And they'll come and you have to arrange your things. They'll come and set your things and make sure that everything's arranged. And if everything is not on point, they will punish you. Even though the people inspecting most of the time have not done the thing themselves. Again, it's a thing. It's the corruption thing. You missed out on the dining hall food. Dining hall food in any senior high school in Ghana can be very shocking. Can be a very shocking experience, depending on the school and depending on where you are from and the kind of food you are used to in your house. If you are used to very, very nice food every single day, you might suffer like some acute food poisoning for some time until the school beats that nonsense out of your head with all the craziness that happens and the hard labor that you have to go through. I remember I didn't eat for a long time until the wache came along on Tuesday. I was like, oh, this is good. That wache was great. And then I remember vividly the very first time on a Sunday morning where we went there and we saw tea. Okay, we saw tea with bread and chocolate spread. It was like heaven. That was after the school had beaten all the nonsense out of our heads. But that tea with bread and chocolate spread, nobody ever missed that thing. Ever, bro. You're never going to miss it. It was great. I think the biggest thing you probably missed out on is the network. Like, I tweeted this, that the mobile network is like the closest thing to Billionaires Club without the rituals. The network runs very, very deep. Some people are trying to slander old boys last time. You have no idea what you're saying. Like, I was saying it on stream some time ago. The capacity, if I needed to do any kind of huge corruption right now, I have a lot of options because there are people everywhere. Okay, there are people everywhere in the highest of places. There was this guy, listen, I'm not even joking. There was this guy one time, he came when we do speech day, the old boys come. No, hold on. That wasn't speech day. That was a Freemason meeting. Can you say that? How many of you can say that they had a Freemason meeting, a lodge meeting in your school? You can't say that, bro. You can't say it. They had a meeting in our school. That day, me and my guy, Jerry, August, I'm sure he's watching right now. We saw this car, right? And it looked very old. From afar, we were like, what is this old car doing over here? Who is this broke person who has bought this old car? And then the guy got down and we got close to the car. And I'm telling you, I have never seen anything like that before. It's like a vintage car that was... I've not seen that car before, bro. It's like something out of like a movie, bro. It's crazy. I'm very sure right now, I'm not in school anymore. I'm very sure right now, at some point, the students will see a cyber truck in that school when they do one of those meetings or the speech and prize giving day. I'll say you also missed out on the big ass library. I missed out on the big ass library because when I went there I was there for 3 years. I went there the first year, they were still building the library. I left there and they were still building the library. And then right after I left, they finished the library. So you also missed out on that one night where we were at entertainment, right? Now there were rumors that a big artist was coming to the school that day, but it's entertainment. It's for us. No big artist comes to the school on entertainment. So we're all there. Everybody, rumors going around. Is he coming? Is he coming? Is he not coming? Is he coming? Is he not coming? And then all of a sudden, this big bus pulls up. We see bodyguards around, and then we see this guy in a hoodie. I was standing there with Jerry again. This guy walked behind us, and then the next thing we saw, the lights went off. And the next thing we heard was, bro, listen, that was one of the best nights of my life. To this day, it's one of the best nights. One of the most insane things I've ever seen. Like we were hearing about it that Sarkodie was coming because he was doing a show in University of Cape Coast. We were like, oh, he's coming, he's not coming. Why would he come to our school? What is he going to do over there? And then he came, bro. It was mad. And at that time, anybody who knows me, I was the biggest Sarkodie fan ever, bro. It was insane. It was so crazy to see Sarkodie on our school stage and the whole school screaming. Kofi Papa asks, would you at any point tap into your musical side in a much more active way? Of course, bro. I mean, for me, I don't think I can ever be truly happy without doing music in some capacity, you know. So yeah, definitely I will do it. Music is something that I cannot stop. Music is the thing I love the most. So yeah, I'll be making more music type videos on this channel, and you know, stay tuned for other stuff possibly. If I do anything else, I'll let you guys know. And so yeah. Ram Beats made it. Are you a producer? You sound like your name is like a producer name. Are you part of a musical band? Currently, no. I have played with bands before, not too much, but currently, no. And I honestly, it's not my thing. I don't think it's a thing I want to do. If the money is good enough, we go run them. Of course, if the money is good enough, but being in the band has never really been my thing. Mostly because I'm okay at electric guitar, but I'm much better with acoustic guitar. And most bands don't like. You're not going to play acoustic in most bands. I can play electric guitar well enough, but I'm much better at the acoustic guitar to be able to perform. You know, being on stage and having everything in your face and being able to perform, it's a different kind of thing. And if you don't have that experience, you can't do it. And I have much more experience with acoustic. Yeah, Tado, hey, Onukpa, what's up? How open are you to sign into a creative agency like the case of Big Paradise? Well, how did that one go? It's not looking good. But am I open to it? Yes, I'm open to it if the deal is right. And also the thing with me is, I have to have creative control. I can't have anybody telling me what to do creatively. We can share ideas, but ultimately I need to have creative control. If that's not on the table, it's off. Like if anybody's come to tell me, I think you should start dancing or doing any, like none of that is happening. I have to have creative control on how the content is made. But aside that, if the deal is good and everything is good, yeah, I'm open to it. It's very hard to get a good one. It's very hard to get a good deal. And in most cases, the creative is getting fucked in some way. It would be nice to have somebody take some of the workload off though, because I'm doing everything myself and that is slow. I am working on changing that, but it's all money matter, you know. So yeah, the deal has to make sense. But when it comes to the creative side of things, I decide what has to. If that's not happening, we're not doing it. It's not happening. All right. Says, how did you learn to play guitar so good? How did you learn how to play guitar so good? The simple answer to most of these questions like this is practice. For me, there's a time where I think every guitarist, there's a time where I was obsessed with guitar. Like I was playing guitar all day. And also in senior high school, I took my guitar to school, and in the boarding house, there's not much else to do. So I just play guitar all day, whenever I can, not all day. When we're not in class, I'm just playing guitar all the time. And that's kind of obsession makes you good at the thing. I don't know what so good is to you though. I think I'm okay because, you know, this guy is so good. John Mayer is so good. Like he's genius level. I do know that I can definitely play better than Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran though. So maybe if that's your standard, then yes. If the standard is DJ Khaled, then yes, I'm like a god. But yeah, the simple answer to getting good is practice. And I guess there are best ways to practice. There's a better way to practice than most people do it, I guess. Like you should be challenging yourself to play more difficult stuff, or else you become one of those guys who play One of these guys, I'm coming. One of these guys. And then they play that for the next 15 years. You know, they know 4 chords and they play those 4 chords for 15 years. Yeah, you're not going to get better that way. Unless you want to like a pop singer, you want to do that kind of stuff, then yeah, you can do the Taylor Swift songs, all of those things are all 4 chords, you know. But yeah, if you want to get so good, then yeah, challenge yourself and play new things and play with other people. If you know somebody, if you don't know people, go out and meet people at the places where they play music. You learn very fast that way, especially with people who are much better than you. They'll play something and you get to learn from them in person. After you have fanfooled each other and licked your asses, both of you have licked your asses. Guitarists are the biggest ass lickers, bro. When 2 guitarists meet, it's always, Charlie, you be the boss, and the other one is like, no, you be the. I see the way you do that, Charlie. That's like the first 30 minutes of any 2 guitarists meeting is fanfooling, ass licking, dicks. That's how it is. So after you fanfool each other, then you can learn from each other. The person who is better than you, they know they're better than you, but the fanfooling is inside the spirits of the guitarist, so they'll do it. They'll act as if you're playing some craziness, but they know that they're better than you. And I mean, the good thing about guitarists is that most guitarists are not arrogant. You know, they want to teach you. It's not. I've never really encountered that. Like, there's no guitarist who's like, we are not like rappers, you know. There's no I'm better than you nonsense. There are these guys who are very annoying, though. There are some guys who are very annoying. The guys who look at you when they're playing something, and they're playing something complicated, and then they're looking at your face. Let me see if I can do it. If you've met enough guitarists, you've met that kind of person before. And you know, those of you who do that, you know yourself. Stop it. It's not nice. You look corny. I'd rather doing like, yeah, wearing Gucci. Like your guitar is made of Louis Vuitton. Get out. Aside those bitches, every other guitarist is cool. Every guitarists are the nicest people in the world, and they always want to teach. Small Jinta you're playing, so you want to kind of flex like you are some words. You want to do, I'll slap your face. Alvin again, what work you do apart from YouTube? A friend of mine and I have like a tech company. We had 7 employees at some points, but now we have 2. So yeah, shout out to the economy. Aside that, I've been doing some YouTube things. Like I've been designing thumbnails for some people. That's something I think like my thumbnails have gotten much better, I think. And so like because of that, I've been able to do that for some other people. I used to write scripts for other channels. And some of the scripts I've written for some videos have gone on to get a couple million views. No, I'm not trying to humble brag or anything like that, but the numbers are there, you understand? I wrote these videos you're seeing on your screen, so bring job. I don't really do it as much now, but if you have a job, bring it. But with me, I never know. Like in the next 3 months, I might be doing something completely different. So yeah. $1 Billion Baby asked, ever been to Nigeria, bro? By the time this video comes out, I may have gone and come or may have been getting ready to go. I don't know yet, but no, I haven't been to Nigeria before, but I definitely will go to Nigeria. And when I do, I'll make sure to document everything and put on the channel. But no, I really want to come. Jan Shulamite, the guy come from the past. What advice would you give to a young creative director who wants to shift the narrative by prioritizing the growth of her actors, thus impacting the overall production's growth? I think I replied and said that I didn't understand the question very well. Honestly, I don't think I can answer that question because I just recently started working on film projects a couple of months ago, and I don't think I know how to do it yet. For us, our biggest strength is that we know how to write. You know, like we understand story very well. So that's the thing that carries. I mean, I've not dubbed the movies yet, so you guys will let me know if it's nice. But creative direction is something that I want to do, though. You see what I was saying before? I want to do everything. But it's something I think I can do. It's something I will go into, like in general, creative direction of anything. Like I like to creative direct like some kind of something like an album or like anything. Like I have great ideas. Sometimes I see things and I'm like, you could have done it like this, or you can go like this, can go like that. And obviously, like with creative stuff, you can't say your idea is the best. It depends on what they want. But like I do think it's something I can do. I haven't done it before, but I will jump into it, and I'm sure when I do jump into it, I'll be very good at it. It's something I think about a lot. But yeah, for this question, I don't really know how to do it yet. When I do know how to do it, I'll come back and answer the question. Aspect TV asked, tell us about your love life or lack thereof. I don't know if I want to talk about, like, I don't know if I want to go deep into that stuff, really. You guys know what you know, and I think it's enough. I don't want to go into, like, you know, this is how I'm feeling and all that stuff. That's not why we are here. I think you're asking that because I said in the post that you can ask me about your love life or lack thereof. Yeah, for me, there's no lack. I'm not lacking in that area at all. Thank God. Yeah, the thing about the love thing, I don't know if I've said this in the video before, but the thing I've realized is that like is lack, bro. You can do everything right and still fuck it up. Pray to God to bless you. But for me, I don't have a lack, and I'm good. Everything's good. I'm great in that area. Ivy again, what way do you recommend to learn the piano or any instrument? The very first thing you should do is like learn the technicalities, right? Learn how to move your fingers, learn how to do all of that stuff, and then learn how to use them in context of real music. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Let's say you learn the major scale, right? That scale is in everybody's heads when you're born, right? Don't just learn that. Right after you learn that, the very first time you learn it, if you want to learn the thing very fast, learn it in context of music. So let's take like a children's song, like. Right, that's a simple children's song, but that song uses the major scale, like it goes up the major scale. If you learn the scale and then you play that, you will understand it in the context of music. So like you will learn how to play music faster than somebody else who's just learning the technicalities. Like if you go to a lot of teachers, right? They will try to teach you every technical thing before you start playing music. It makes no sense. There are people who try to learn everything about theory before they start playing music. It makes no sense. Honestly, I don't want to hear you play scales for me. I want to hear a song. If I were your music teacher, I would teach you one technical thing in the beginning of the lesson. If we have like 30 minutes or 1 hour, we'll spend 15 minutes learning the thing, and then the rest of the time learning how to use the thing for music. We'll play the songs, we'll play things that use the thing, and then, you know, that way you will learn faster, I think, and you would enjoy it more. So you will keep going, because music is not kung fu. Okay, it's not a sport. That's the best way, I think. Jima says, are you a software developer? Ever coded before? Yeah, I used to code. I started learning how to code when I was like 14 or 13, and at that time it was just fun. But I stopped doing it because I guess I didn't have the discipline. It was getting harder and harder, and then, you know, I quit. I wouldn't say I quit because it was hard, but my focus just went to other things. Other things were just more important to me at the time. But because of that, I do understand how it works. I understand, like, if I speak to like a tech person, we can talk to some level, and then at some point I get lost. Like, how does the thing convert the file from PDF to doc? How does it do it? What is the thing? I do work with developers, so I can talk to you on some level. Like, I can understand some things to some point, and then I just check out. Laurie Lawson, hey, my girl, what's up? Ghana life in general. I mean, this one, I don't even know what to say. It's election year, so every road is getting done. And then the road will become worse than it was before, because they'll leave it and the potholes will become deeper. And then they'll come and do it the next 4 years. I saw a thing where the CD has been rising a little bit. I don't know why, but it feels to me like some election monetary policy. I don't know. I think December is coming, meaning there'll be a lot of people coming to the country, and, you know, a lot of enjoyments going on. But it's also election year. It's the first election year. Is it the first? Yeah, I think it's the first election year that coincides with the Ghana December, Dirty December, I think. Wait, Dirty December, the whole thing began in like 2019. So I think 2020 was technically the first one, but 2020 is a different. 2020 is not part. We have removed that year. So yeah, this is like the very first one. So I'm curious to see how it will happen. But as far as Ghana life, I don't even know what to say anymore. Everything is expensive. But with the way Ghana works, I don't know how it works, but like after every like period of hardship, we kind of level things out. I don't know what happens, but like, we're able to like level things out, and it becomes stable for some time, and then it gets worse, and then we level it out. And so I'm hoping that leveling out happens. Something happens and the city rises, but like, that's where we are now. I'm hoping for something to happen. That's where we are now. That should tell you where we are now. You know, something should happen. But it's the very first year I am voting. I'm going to stand in line to vote. And if you know me very well, nobody who knows me would imagine that I would go and vote. But this year we are all involved. I have to go and do. I have to go, because if not, the way things are going right now, we have to come together. I don't want this to become one of those things, but You know the reality. Please go and vote. I beg you. I've been asked a lot of questions. If you know Ama Governor personally, can you kindly ask her to give us a video? We miss her. We haven't spoken in a long time though. Like we used to speak every now and then, but we're not like talking all the time or anything. I may have lost her number because I changed my phone. I do still want to learn how to swim with her though. So like I might reach out to her for that. I think now she has people who teach, so maybe I might learn with one of them. But if she does it herself, yeah, I'll tell her. Ama is not very reachable to me at least. When she's like online, she is. I think last time we spoke, I was asking her to help me get law documents because I wanted to read crime cases, like very, very crazy crime cases. She was telling me where to get them. She sent me some materials. I think after that whole thing happened, you guys know that whole thing. Yeah, we haven't had a chance to speak. But yeah, if I do, when I go and learn to swim, if I learn to swim with her, I'll let her know. Tell us about any drunk experience. This might shock you. This shocks everybody when I say it, but I have never drunk alcohol before. I've never ever had a drunk experience because I don't drink at all. I have drunk palm wine. Everybody who doesn't drink, that's like, whenever you say that, people are waiting for you to say, oh, but I've drunk palm wine. But I've not gotten drunk before. I have drunk palm wine where like it was very, very pure. And so I felt I was less socially awkward. You know, I was able to talk to people more easily, which is not a thing I do. I guess that is it. But I've not like had a drunk experience where like I went drunk and blacked out and I made some phone calls or whatever. No. And that would never happen. I will never ever do that. So yeah. What do you think about Ghanaian YouTubers? Who are your faves? What do I think? I don't have any real thoughts. Everybody's doing okay. My faves, you guys know my faves. Emotion Controller, Ama Governor, I watched Ndubuke a lot. Marintia. I missed that era though. I missed the era of the girls going on trips and stuff. I think I saw a video. I think Marintia is in Ghana, I think. And I think they went on a road trip. Headless YouTuber. My new fave is Francis though. Francis OF. Check him out. There's this girl who makes cinematic videos. I started watching her recently. If I find the video, I'll put it in. I've forgotten the name. It's not something. I'll put it inside. Alright, Winnie. Winnie asks, what's the relationship between you and our backup singer? I think you guys know the relationship already. Do I need to say this to you? You guys already know. I mean, what other kind of relationship would there be where the girl is in my room all the time? What else? What else could it be? Yeah, they say what's the relationship between you and I?
The relationship. Okay, I didn't want to tell anybody, but here's the truth, okay? Let's Play is my spiritual father, okay? I was in a dark place, you know, I didn't know what to do with my life. And
that's true,
He came in and he brought me to Jesus Christ, and I'll forever be grateful. Yeah.
That's true.
That's the relationship.
That is true. I am your spiritual father. Yes. and so that video where I said nobody should date a girl with a spiritual father.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll be single for life because I'm your spiritual father for life.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to be a romantic stuff.
Okay, I like that.
I don't think I want to get married or have kids.
Yeah, no, all that stuff is devilish.
Exactly.
It's demonic.
No.
Yeah. It's demonic. But when you become a romantic star, you have to come you have to come here in the clothes though. In the romantic star clothes.
Oh, yeah.
I have to see something.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Atmosphere Top says top 3 favorite African artists. Top 3 will be hard. Right now I'll say Black Sheriff, Amare, and then Victony. That boy is something else. That album, Stubborn is the album of the year, by the way. It's still the album of the year. Like, crazy album. The guy is the king of melodies. I really thought Oxlade would put up a fight. But when it comes to the melodies, they did not even close. Okay, Stubborn is much better than anything I've heard this year. Miles. Okay, I was going to like say, oh, you know, this album and that album come close. But nothing comes close. I'm sorry. Stubborn is still the best album. Like, it's that album is insane. It's to be hard. I like a lot of African artists. I like Burna Boy. I like Wolasi, the Cavemen, Show Them Camp. Oh my God, bro. Those niggas, like, they are I don't know when that one came out. Palm Wine Music, the third one. But all the Palm Wine Music albums, incredible guys, bro. And like the producer, Sparks, is the best Afrobeats producer, bro. And listen, I'm saying, I don't even think the producers would disagree. Sparks is the best. Like, Sparks played the bass on Thames, Love Me Jeje. Okay, like, that guy is the guy. Okay, like, he makes the best Afrobeats beats. Whoever you want to mention, if they hear Sparks, they would agree with me, okay? Other producers you want to mention, they would agree with me. As Sparks is the legend. But yeah, three is too little. It's to be hard to mention only 3. Alright, how do you put together your scripts? Usually I just free write whatever comes to mind, and then I will like organize the points so that it will flow from beginning to end. And then if I have time, I'll rewrite it. I'll go through it and like make sure it is okay. If I don't have time, usually I wouldn't write. I'll just go. Like the thing about writing is that it can be very hard when you want to write the perfect thing with the very first few words, but you just write whatever comes to mind and then organize it. That is much easier. But for me, I try to write something every single day. Sometimes it will be on my phone when I'm on the go, or over here when I wake up in the morning. I try. I don't do it every time. Once you do that, then you can get in the flow of just putting stuff down. But if you can't do that, well, you're not asking me for how you should do it. Free write. Just free write everything that comes to your mind, and then later on, or at the same time, just rewrite it. Brez or Botos? Yeah, I used to be a Botos guy alone. I used to be an Afro Botos guy alone, but after some research and my findings, I realized that there's no reason why both of them should be fighting. They are all on one body, and we can all work together. There should be unity in the world. All right, Yalaman 01. Question: we know you are not a virgin. How do you know? But when are you going to tell us? I am. What do you mean when am I going to tell you? I am a virgin. I don't understand. How do you know? You can't check. You can't check. I'm saving myself for the Lord. Anything you hear me say is all for content. It's not real. The reality is that I'm saving myself for the Lord and for marriage. All right, fear not. What's up, bro? He says, how hard was it for you to create content in the beginning with low views? Weren't you discouraged at some point, and what kept you moving? Asking this because I'm somewhere in the middle of give up and keep cooking. Now, I need you to listen to me very, very clearly. For me, when I began, I didn't care. That's the truth. When I started a YouTube, I didn't care about that at all. But the funny thing for me is, as the thing started moving a little bit, then I started caring. That will fuck anybody up. The moment you care about the views and the number of views you get, it's going to mess you up. It can mess up your whole day. It can mess up your whole month. But all you need to do is you need to go back and remember why you do this. Remember the reason, the purpose for which you do this is the views. You are doing it for the views. So what you should do then is realize that, like, when you're starting on YouTube doesn't know what to do with your channel because they don't have any data on who likes your channel, what they want to see, all that stuff. So you have to be patient. It's a very difficult thing, but you have to be patient with it. And another thing too is stop comparing yourself to other channels. And I'm saying it because I know you are doing it. You are doing it. You are looking at other people's things and you are comparing it to yours. And it's not bad if you do that as a way to improve. But with the one that you are doing right now, and I know that you are doing it, it's a waste of time. Stop doing that. With discouragement, you have to understand that discouragement is a normal part of life. Like, the thing about YouTube views is, if you keep doing it, if you keep going, at some point you will strike gold. It's inevitable. You will have a video that does something, right? Maybe it gets more views than your average number of views. That will happen if you keep going and keep improving. I'll get to the improving part. Then you will realize after a day how quickly the feeling goes away. Like, you see the video doing well, you'll be like, this is crazy. Like, I'm famous. Like, I've made it. And then, like, it will inevitably disappear. And then you might start feeling some pressure. Like, is my next video going to do this? My next video going to do that? You can't control any of that. You can do your best. You can do what the algorithm thinks. Make a good video, have a nice thumbnail, and have a good title, and do all of those things. But ultimately, you can't control what happens. You can't. What you can't do, what you should do, and what I did is, whenever you feel like that, take it as a signal that you have to improve something. And it's something that YouTubers, like, it's a very important skill. I think it's a skill that you can develop. Stop blaming things. Like, stop blaming the audience or the algorithm or stop blaming anything. Once you start blaming any external things, you have lost. You are losing. Don't be a loser. Being a winner is recognizing, okay, that maybe there's something I can do about this. I can improve my thumbnails, I can improve my titles, I can improve my videos so that I can get more watch time. And it will take some time for you to recognize it. But whenever you start feeling like, oh fuck, like this thing is not moving, or like nobody's watching the videos, the algorithm doesn't watch it, the people over here, they're all stupid, they want to watch twerking videos. Whenever you start doing any of that, stop it. Just catch yourself and just think, what can I improve? Can I try something else? Can I try something new? Because if you only keep moving and you never give up, you might move in a straight line and nothing will happen. But if you keep moving and you keep improving, then you go up like this. And at that point, if you're consistent enough, it's only a matter of time before God, or whatever you believe in, hands you your moments of luck, or it gives you the opportunity. And if you are moving and improving, you will be ready when that happens. And that happens to, I want to say everybody, but I don't know. I would say that happens to most people. That thing will happen. Something will happen, like a video will, out of nowhere, reach some new audience and blow up. Something will happen. And you have, if you keep moving and improving, you'll be ready for it. And even if that doesn't happen, you have to realize, it's very, very important. I think I said it before, but the skills you are learning while doing this don't have to succeed over here. But it's very important for you to learn the skills. That's how I live life. Like, I tend to believe that I will land where I belong, you know, but the work I have to do is to keep moving and to keep improving. And if you go on my channel, you can see at certain points, like, where I've tried something new, I've tried to do something, maybe some editing style, something like that. And you know, like, it doesn't always hit. Some things will be good, but like, they just won't hit. Maybe they'll hit later on in life. I don't know what will happen. As far as you are concerned, that should be your focus. You should focus on your thing and keep moving. And that's the hard part. This is the hard part about this whole thing, is doing it with no results. And this goes back to the money thing I was saying. This is like the biggest reason why I don't like the whole how much did you make? How much did you make? What will you do when it doesn't happen? Like, you can get monetized, but when you see the $1, how will you feel? Would you continue? A lot of people don't continue. That's the biggest thing I'll say. At the very moment you start feeling any type of discouragement or anything like that, it's okay to feel down. Feel down, it's not a problem. But you have to rise up again, and hopefully one day you become big enough to have your own apology video. I would like to apologize to everyone I have disappointed. I would like to say I didn't know she was 14. $1 billion baby again. Can I find my soulmate on your channel? First of all, the idea of having a soulmate is some way. All of us have one person that we are supposed to find and be with. I don't know if that works. At least not for everybody. Like, the idea of soulmates is that every single person has a soulmate. But like, the numbers don't work. There's a book called, What If? Serious Scientific Answers to Absurd Hypothetical Questions. And in that book, they tackle the soulmate thing. But can you find them on this channel? Absolutely. If they exist, you absolutely can. I don't know how, but you can. For me, what we do is not so that we can get personal gain alone. It's for us to be able to bring people together. That's why I think influencers, celebrities, artists are for. Concerts, church, meet and greets, all these things they exist to bring people together so that they can socialize, not to worship some one person, which is what a lot of these things have become. But that's the purpose of it. So maybe you can meet somebody over there in the comment section. So $1 billion baby, advertise yourself. Put your name, your age, bank account details, not details, balance, account balance, all those things over there. And then let's see if we can find you somebody. All right, pun intended says, your stance on the new force. I honestly can't tell if you're actually supporting him or you're being sarcastic. And if you are supporting him, state and explain 5 reasons why you think NKB will be a better leader than the options. But the good thing about Cheddar is that you don't need 5 reasons why he's better, because you can't find them. But I'm voting for him, and I think people should vote for him because the plans he has, as crazy as they may sound, I think they are possible. He said he would raise what, $50 billion, something like that, by giving a Ghanaian passport to 1 million people who would invest $50,000 in the economy. But the reason I'm voting for Cheddar is I think we need somebody like him who is not going to use conventional economic knowledge, but is going to use like street common sense to run the country. Because we've seen these people. We've seen what they have done. Do you like it? You don't like it? And I don't know why people say that like, oh, you're wasting your vote. I don't understand Ghanaians. You say you want to move away from this duopoly, but you don't want to try a third force, the new force. Are we serious? I'm standing by my words. I'm voting for a new person, and people are saying I'm wasting my vote. Please vote Cheddar. I'm going to vote this December 7th. Vote Cheddar. I'm campaigning for Cheddar. We need somebody like him to come and run things. And on election day, if I can, I'll take a picture of the person I'm voting for so that people know that I'm not joking about this. I'm truly voting for Cheddar. And this, you're wasting your vote thing, forget it. Okay, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, nah, all of you you're not standing by the thing you are saying. You don't really hate the people. Some of you are secretly MPP, NDC people. I know you. Me, I'm the new force. The new force. What is the party letters? I don't know. Do you have party letters? Is it TNF? Is that the party letters? But it's the new force. Vote for the new force. Finances Ministry. Let's see. When are you giving us some of the dollars? Which dollars? Where are the dollars? Which dollars are you talking about? Let me see. There are no dollars. What do you mean dollars? I don't have any dollars, please. Did you give me some dollars that I'm supposed to give you back? Let me know. Remind me. Maybe you gave me some money and I forgot intentionally because I don't have any money. Let me know, please. But I don't have any dollars for anybody, please. All right, Stick Avod said, that girl where they talk for your videos in background, now your sister. Yeah, they're asking if you are my sister. I mean, you just said that you are going to be a Roman sister. So that's some kind of sister. But like, are you...
Yes.
What do you have to say? He's asking if you are my sister.
No, I'm not your sister. We're not related.
That would be devilish too, right? If you were.
How would that be devilish?
I mean.
What do you mean?
No, I don't.
Okay,
Okay. Sniffenhausen. This sounds German. Says, I feel like there must be a great story to you starting YouTube. So my question, how and why did you start YouTube? Yeah, there's no great grand story. Like, I didn't have a dream and Jesus Christ came to me and said, you have to start a YouTube channel. Or the devil came to me and said, sign this deal and you'll be the biggest YouTuber. I think I said it already. Because I wanted a way to share my thoughts. Or maybe I'm forgetting the grand story. If I remember, I'll come and say it. African movies and the world. Shout out to you guys, by the way. Thank you guys. You guys have been posting a lot of old movies. Did you have haters, thieves, or horrible people trying to shut you down before you got monetized? I think I've always had haters on the channel because of the kind of videos I made when I began. I made some videos coming out certain people. I've had people comment on videos, newer videos based on something I said like 2 years ago. I made a joke about Nigeria, or like I talk about somebody or said something, or like I made a video about some Christian thing, like some pastor or something, and then like they'll leave videos. Some of them will leave cases like you never make it, you never ever. And then when I respond, then they'll delete the comments. If I'm going to like write a comment cursing me, if I curse you back, don't delete the comments. Or if I like pin the comments, don't delete the comments. A bunch of pussies, you know. I don't mind you raining curses on me because your curses can't do anything. If your words will do something, like it will do something for you yourself. If I respond and I also curse your life and say that you don't delete your own. And sometimes I'll go back and forth. I will go back and forth. When we go back and forth, they get like very heated. I had somebody who said they're going to report my channel because I said something like, I made a video about something, forgotten, and then like somebody gave a comment, and then I didn't agree, but I was like, wow, that's interesting, right? And then this person got angry and said, I'm going to report your video for this and that and that. So I'm like, okay, you think that YouTube is for a father? You think that people on YouTube are just sitting down there, just obeying nonsense? You can just do some stupid thing and like you must be mad, you know? I didn't have anybody try to shut me down, maybe like take down my channel. I don't think so. They try to report, right? It doesn't do anything. Like you're just talking nonsense. The YouTube is not for your father, okay? Oswald said, do you think Ghana has a future? Oswald, are you Nigerian? Because I'm seeing Odumodu on your profile picture. Yes, I think we have a future. Is it bright though? I don't know about that. I hope so. But yeah, I do think we have a future. Like, I may have said this already, but the way Ghana works is very up and down. We have good times for some time, and then we have very bad times. Like, right before these bad times, we had very good times. And then before that, I think in 2011, we had like a very, economy was great. At that time in 2011, I remember everybody complaining because we are in a constant state of complaining. That's what we know how to do. But like, when we look at it in retrospect, at that time, the economy was like really, really high in 2011. RIP to Jonathan Mills. Like, I think he has been the best president, or I think his term is where we've had the best economic growth, I think. And then even under this government, they've had good times, right? Before being like one of the worst. It's easy to lose hope for Ghana. And right now, maybe this might be the time where everything just goes downhill. But like, I still believe things will shape up somehow. I don't know how it happens, but you know, things happen. Ghana is just like that. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just how the country is. It can go high and then it goes down. My biggest problem though, when it comes to like the future of the country, is there are some things that we do as a people that we don't want to let go of, and it's going to really, really destroy us. There are certain things in the system that we have to change. Like, there are some corrupt things. There's this lackadaisical by heart way that we do things that is not great. Like, and it's not that we can't do it, it's not that we don't know how to do it, we know how to do it. For instance, when they did Global Citizen, everybody in Ghana thought that the people who put up everything were flown into the country. But then we found out they used our own people, and it was a great show. Everything was nice. The sound was great. But whenever we have to do something without anybody else telling us what to do, we feel like we can get away with being mediocre, and it's crazy. It's fine when it's like on a small. It's not fine anywhere. I think that's a problem that might compound as the world goes on, because we might be left behind when it comes to a lot of things, as is happening now. It's being exposed right now. So like, I don't think we have a future. I don't think we'll ever have like a civil war. That's one of the things. Because we don't have some of those things, I don't think we'll ever like go deep into the dark. But who knows? The way things are looking right now, if we don't change some things, there's some mindset issues, some things that we have to change, and then we'll be good. But then, you know, as far as in general, yeah, I think I do believe in Ghana a lot. It's very difficult to do right now, but for me, like, I really, really love my country. And so, yeah, I choose to have hope. 23, baby. Slim or thick women? Eve says, what's your real name? My real name is Leslie. You want my last name too? I'm sure you can find it somewhere on my social media somewhere, but I don't feel like saying my government name on the internet. It's a unisex name, and I have not said it anywhere for anybody to pronounce it rightly back to me. What's your name? Leslie. Nelson. Leslie. Lesky. I've heard that before, by the way. Lesky is something I've heard before. I'll say no, Leslie. Blessing. Leslie. Nestle. No, it's Leslie. Somebody once said lettuce. That's a real thing, and I have a friend right now who has saved my name inside her phone as Lettuce. It's Bubune, love your name by the way. Says, how do you come up with your contents? Like, the script is so interesting and engaging. Oh, stop it. Stop that. Bubune, stop it. Stop what you're doing. Stop it. I don't want to just say I just write and see what happens again. I want to give like a real practical answer. Right? So when it comes to making things engaging, there are many, many ways to do it. Depends on the style you want to go for. But for me, with my style of contents, what I do is one thing I think helps with like coming up with stuff that's engaging is if I see something that is engaging, that engages me, I write it down. It doesn't have to be content specifically. If I'm anywhere and somebody says something that's a sentence, or they do something that is engaging to me, I'll note that down. I'll write it down in my phone. And the goal is not to copy exactly what the person is doing. I'm saying that because I know some of you are over there, I think are copying people. Ditto. Stop it. The goal is pattern recognition. You have to look beyond what they are saying and see why it's engaging. It could be a joke or something serious, but if something engages you, note it down. You might not know how you will use it. That's one thing. You won't know how you use it, but when it's time for you to create, it will kind of come out of you because you've noted it down. Like, I don't know, your brain kind of puts it in the back seat and then it brings it out when you need it. It's like you're improvising. I don't just consume stuff like blindly. When something engages me, I put it down. Once again, don't copy people ditto. Don't steal somebody's thing. Look at what made the thing engaging and see if you can take the structure of it or like the tone of it or something and add it to your own thing. All of you who are copying people, are taking people's things and saying it exactly. It pisses me off, bro. I'm looking for an example that I can use. Okay, I don't even know where I got this from. I saw something where they made a joke out of a common desire of two different groups. And I've forgotten exactly what the joke was. But I wrote down, a gay man and a cannibal look at another man with the same look. That's exactly what I wrote down. I'll say it differently though. But yeah, like a gay man and a cannibal look at a man with the same look of desire. The gay man wants to eat the man. The cannibal also wants to eat the man. And I saw something like that somewhere. Not exactly like this, but I took that structure of, putting two, how do I even say it? Oh my God. Taking two things that have a common desire and making that into a, and I wasn't going to use this for anything. I don't know what I'll use it for. But having it over there, it kind of like registers the stuff in your head. And then when it's time to do your own thing, it will come out. And it doesn't have to be this kind of stuff. It could be anything for the kind of thing you want to do. It could be like an editing style. You see a certain shot or something like that. You can, pick it up and then like do the whole thing. Why does this work? Why did this catch my attention? And then you can twist it a little bit, put your own stuff on it, and then it will become yours, and somebody else will do that. And then that's how creativity, that's how human beings work. That's what we do. I wanted to be more practical about it because a lot of people, if you ask this question, they'll say, oh, it just flows, it's like the music just come and they touch me and I just comes out of me. They're all lying. They're all doing pattern recognition. They want you to believe they're gods from heaven and they just, all the great stuff just flows out of them. Another thing too is a lot of things that you come up with will be bad. Now it's up to you to recognize what is good and what is bad so that you don't go and put out bad stuff. And the way you recognize the good from the bad stuff is by watching other good things and then you know, okay, this is nice. This is a nice thing. This one is not nice. And I guess that also takes time because when I watch my old videos, a lot of the things are cringe to me now because I thought they were good then. But you know, and in the next 5 years, I'll look at this and say, oh, this is not nice. What is all of this? So yeah, that's how it goes. You get what I'm saying? But do what you can right now, and whatever is nice to you right now, do it and just keep improving like that, and then you know you'll be able to come up with some dope shit for your stuff. You know. All right, Swank says, where do you hope to go with YouTube? What's your ultimate goal? I don't think there's an ultimate goal really. Like let's say I want to get to this point. You know, like I want to do a lot of things in the media space. Like right now, I want to make movies. You know, I really want to make movies, and I think we have great ideas. Me and my guy, we have great ideas. And looking at the landscape, I really do think we can do better than most people. I don't mean to sound anyway, but like, you know, you understand. You get it. You understand what I'm saying. So yeah, right now that's my thing. I do want to. I want to get to the point where we can do like more in person. Like this Q&A could be in person, right? So we could all go somewhere and sit down and then I talk to you guys. I have a podcast with Controller now. I'm doing another podcast with Sheila Tequila. Some of you might remember Sheila. We haven't started posting it yet, but we've been recording. So yeah, stuff like that. My brain is so scattered when it comes to these kind of things. So yeah, it's hard to say where I'll be. But if I had to say one thing, like yeah, I really want to make movies. Not because like I think I can make better movies or anything, but I really do think like I have dope stories to tell. And my friend William is like the best writer in the world. He's very good at writing drama. I can write comedy more. So like you know, we are working on it. So OG Bless says, do a DCU or MCU. Okay, you want me to do? I've not watched a lot of DCU stuff. I've watched MCU stuff. I've stopped. After the end game, I haven't watched anything else. Have I watched? I think I watched Black Panther, the Way of Water. Is it the Way of? No, it's not Way of Water. What the fuck? Wakanda Forever. The Way of Water is Avatar. I'm not really into Marvel films anymore. DC, I was never into DC. I watched Man of Steel. Crazy movie, by the way. Man of Steel is so funny now because like you're going to kill somebody. You can clearly fly. You are powerful enough to fly and not destroy anything. But they insist, Superman himself insists on flying into buildings and destroying them. Who are you for? Are you for us or the enemies? Because we are going to work. People are dying and stuff. I think that's what Marvel, was this Civil War? The one where the guy got the Avengers to fight with each other, against each other. That's what it was about, because he lost his family because the Avengers were doing their blowing up of buildings and stuff. That's the crazy thing about superhero movies. But yeah, I don't think I can do it because I don't know enough. I know like the Marvel stuff until Endgame. Not too well. I watched the movies once, never watched them multiple times to be able to have any insightful things about MCU or DCU. I'm not into that kind of stuff really. If it's some comedy stuff, when it comes to comedy shows or movies, I've watched everything. And I've watched almost everything multiple times. And I have many things to say about a lot of them. When I watch comedy movies, I study them. Oh, the thing I was saying before about the question Bubune asked, I do that with comedy movies. When I watch stuff and I see a scene, I'm like, oh, why is this scene working? It can be so hard to make like a scene to work, you know? So when I see a scene that works, I'm like, how did they, like, why does it work, you know? And when it comes to comedy stuff, yeah. DCU, MCU, all that stuff, I watch it for fun. When it comes, I go with my friends to go and watch it at the cinema, which I don't think about it much. I don't think about any other stuff. Please give me a shout out. Of course, bro. OG Blessed, what's up? I do that on my live streams. Much love from Nigeria. Hey, I'm on Nigeria. What's up? How you guys doing? How is everything going over there? Somebody asked me if Ghana has a future. Do you guys think you have a future too? Let me know in the comments below. How is it going? I want to know. I'll be coming there soon, so let me know what's happening before I come. Alright, I am Mula. What's the identity of the girl who used to feature in your videos? Name, date of birth, sex assigned by herself, contact number. You're just fooling. Mula, you're fooling. Is she truly headless? Yes. Rate her from 1 to 10. 10. Resident Hype Woman. Favorite movie of all time and why? Oh yeah, it's this movie. Is it in the shorts? I'll put a thing on it. This movie. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Yeah, it's my favorite movie of all time. It's great. And it's my favorite movie because it's a movie about something that I dealt with for a long time, which is daydreaming. I've never been diagnosed, so I can't say I have maladaptive daydreaming. That's like the serious one. I think if I go, they would say I do have it. I don't know how they would diagnose it though. But the movie is about a guy who like he gets lost in his head. He imagines these scenarios, but he never does anything. The movie is so good. Like in the beginning scene, the very first shots, they show you exactly who the character is. Like he's trying to sign up for a dating site. And when it gets to the portion where he has to write the things he has done, so there's a portion for been there. Is it been there, done that? Something like that. He has nothing. And you see this is what I'm saying, like That's how you introduce a character, not with all these talking and the movie starts and the character is buying bread and he's doing this and you don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like in the very first shot, they show you this guy doesn't do anything in life. So on the site, he cannot sign up because he needs to write they've been there, done that. He needs to fill it. You need to do that. He's going to work and he calls the guy from the website for help. And the guy says, you have to fill that part. You can't leave it blank. And so the guy asks him, have you been anywhere? He's like, no. Have you done anything interesting? He's like, no. And then right there, he has a daydream where a building is burning and he runs into the building and jumps into the building and then the building explodes. He saves the girl he loves. He's crashed from work. He saves her dog and then he comes to give it to her and the crash is looking at him like he's some great guy and then like he snouts out of it. The movie has everything because it's like the daydreams are crazy and so they're able to scratch the itch or the people who like action films and there are funny scenes too. So the people who like comedy will like it and then there's like travel and there's a lot of adventure in it and it's so great. Like for somebody like me who suffered from that, it changed my life. For real, I've watched it too many times and it's great. The writing is perfect, like perfect. The way they introduce the character and to the point where like there's a scene in the middle where so whenever he's about to have a daydream, the camera zooms in so you think he's about to have a daydream. Then in one scene, the camera zooms into his face, but he doesn't have a daydream, and that's where like they show the turning point of where the character has grown, right? It's just great. It's such a great movie. I could talk about this movie I could make a full video about this movie. I really love that movie. One of the best movies ever made. It's based on an older movie, which is based on a short story. Throughout the film, he's looking for something. I don't want to spoil it for you guys who want to watch it, but you can skip if you don't want the spoilers, but me, I'll talk about it. He's looking for something. He goes all around the world, does all this adventure to find a thing, and then he realizes that the thing he was looking for was where he was working, was at his company. Metaphorically, it's like the thing you are looking for, the person you think you want to be is inside you all along. Crazy. Watch that movie. Go and watch that movie. It's a great movie. I love that movie. I'm done with all the questions from the post, but I think I may be missing some. I put some under a certain video. I'm coming. Adamted360 said, what's your motivation? My motivation now is the fact that I can only do this life thing once. And so I can't waste any time. One thing I realized a couple of months ago is most of us, those of us who keep putting things off, like I'll do it tomorrow, or I'm too afraid, or like I don't have the things yet, so I can't do it, or I don't have this, or like my life is like this, all that stuff, all the sad stuff that you use as excuses. Whenever you are giving excuses for not living your purpose, you are procrastinating your existence. You are telling God that I don't like this one that you gave me, I don't like it, so I'll wait to die, and then maybe the next one I'll have everything I need. That's what you are doing. You are saying, I wish I had all these things in place, but I don't have it. So you know what? We'll put it off. The next life, maybe we'll have everything we need, and then I can do it. It's like when you say I'll do this thing tomorrow, and you can do it today. You are saying I'll do this thing the next life, when you can do it right now. At least you can try. It doesn't have to work, but you can try and do the thing that you want to do. So that's my motivation. I don't want to do that. I don't want to procrastinate my existence. Okay, this is the only one I get as me. Maybe another one is there where I'm somebody else, or I don't know. But like as me right now, this is the only one I get as far as I know. So yeah. Just Talk says, who did the outro? Your filming partner. Okay, I'm guessing it's for that video. Yes, my backup singer, which is a name that you guys have given her. What or who influenced your YouTube channel in terms of style and inspiration, etc. etc. I can't say the word. I think I mentioned it before. It's Drew Gooden. Like Drew Gooden is the one whose videos I watched and I was like, I can do this. I would like to do it like this. And yeah, he influenced my style a lot. And if you watch him, you can. It's clear. Alright, Yusa said, why did you switch to the darker setup? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to imply it's bad. Oh no problem. Like the darker setup I switched to is because I think the contrast kind of helps. It kind of makes me pop, and also it makes the colors pop. And also I wanted to put like a lot of lights. I wanted to do like the YouTube lighting, RGB stuff, but I don't have the camera for it. Like if I had a camera that could blur my background, then the lights would make sense, but it doesn't make sense right now. I'll try it and see, but yeah. And yeah, I just like darker things. Sam 10 Fashion says, my question is, who's that lady behind the camera? Your sister or no, it's not my sister. I think we answered that. It's not my sister. Cannot be my sister, if you know what I mean. Kwedu worldwide. Kwedu, is it like banana? Do you also have an Afro penis? How does one get one? Yeah, I do have one, and God gives you one. If God doesn't give you one, then you are either a female or you are a female by your own choice. Antonio Denandom says, what do you think of Nigerian YouTube series and the fact that most of them are based on high school cliches? I think YouTube people are trying to make as much money as possible. The amount of resources needed to shoot their films and the amount of money, and they make a lot of money. But like, you have to keep making the money very fast, so they have to make the movies very fast. So, you know, it is what it is. The high school thing, I am tired of it. Especially with the high school films that become detective movies. Like, it's like, you know, high school kids are having fun, they're doing this, and all of a sudden somebody is dead, and it's like, this stays right here in this room, you don't tell anybody. And then the detective comes in, they're like, I know you are afraid, I know you are scared, but tell me exactly what happened and we can help you out. And then the people are like, what the fuck? What did you say? And then somebody kills somebody else, and then they start doing investigation and who killed this and who I'm tired of it. I don't think the high school cliche is a problem though, because it's one of the biggest parts of human life. High school is where we form a lot of things. The cliche is the cliches, you know, is this person bumps into this other person and the books fall down and the relationships they're all the same, right? The same dating dynamics. The characters are all the same. It's the same as the fine girl, and then there's some fine boy, and the fine girl has an ugly friend, and there's a fat friend, and like, it's just, and even that's not a problem, because human beings, like, we have archetypes, but then it's just the same stuff, you know, in the high schools, and that's the problem. You know, like, as much as YOLO is YOLO, I think like they're all this kind of difference with the advice and stuff like that. They still have the cliches in there, but like, it's quite different from a lot of the other stuff. The best one I watched, there's a Nigerian YouTube series on the channel called Show Deck, and it's called Band of Five. It's not a high school show. It's based in, I think, a magazine company. That show is great. Those people, Show Deck, they make great shows. They make very good shows. Like, the writing is on point. Everything is nice. With any series, as the episodes go, they start running out of ideas. But with this one, they didn't like run out of ideas, but like, they had these like events that were convenient, like they were too convenient, and it's supposed to drive the story forward. Aside that was a good show, and I haven't watched any of the other shows yet. But with that Band of Five show, I'm sure a lot of the other movies and shows will be good. Yeah, that's the one I've watched religiously. The other ones I watch and I stop because it's cliche, bro. How many times will I see somebody like a girl and then they have this meet cute and then they do this thing? I get it. Twist the meet cute a little bit. They don't always have to bump into each other. But again, they have to do the easy thing because they have to produce the content really fast and get the money really fast. So can't blame them. Would you be open to doing a weekly show that rounds up trending stories? Good idea. Or maybe a political satire like Jon Stewart's. I can do that. It would be a good concept and a refreshing change in the Ghanaian YouTube space. Yeah, I can do that. That's a good idea. I'll put that down. The one I thought about doing was the church one. That one I will do. I'll do like, you know what, let me not say I will do it because you guys start bombarding me every day, be asking me for it. So maybe I'll do it. Drop a video every Sunday, putting together all the crazy stuff that happened in churches around the world. For like a Sunday, for like a pastorless play thing. But yeah, that's a great idea. It's something I definitely should do. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that very well. All right, I may have missed some questions. If I missed some questions, I'm very sorry. Put it in the comments below and I'll find a way to answer the questions I missed. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for 10K. I realized that the Q&A took so long, and as I'm about to drop this, you're about to hit 11K. Thank you guys so much for almost 11K. Love you guys so much, and I still want you to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I will ask you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the Q&A. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon in another video.
People I gon' never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fi share my video if you know you're feeling my vibe. People I gon' never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fi share my video if you know you're feeling my vibe. Feeling my